Rebecca?
This is right. It has been like this for a while, and it's still going on, and that's why we're going to talk about it again today, because it really irritates me. And basically, research by Citizens Advice, which has just come out, has said that not only are they not offering you the best deals, they're making it really difficult to find it. And they use the word sludgy, which I love as a word. I would have said boggy, but, you know, because I think of that, the welly boot getting stuck in the mud. That's what we're thinking. It's sludgy. It's difficult to find the good deals. So what they're saying is loyal customers are actually penalised. Shouldn't we value loyalty? Shouldn't we reward loyalty? Isn't that what loyalty cards are? They're reward cards. But no, they're not doing that. So about 3 million more people are paying more than necessary for their contracts. Guess what? If you negotiate, if you don't just do your automatic renewal, you could get up to £325 a year savings. So think of that as how much you're going to pay yourself for renegotiating or finding a better deal. £325.
Didn't know it was that much.
No, but guess what? I'm going to keep going, because even more. I went slightly Welsh there. I just want to be getting
It was the
going.
pointing that was getting scared.
It's the pointing. So sorry with the pointing. But it's my green nail varnish. I'm very proud of it. Loyal customers who don't negotiate collectively miss out on £28 million per month. Per month. That's 336 million per year.
Wow.
It's a huge amount of money that we're missing out on just by automatically renewing, because it is difficult to do. That's why Citizens Advice have talked about this. It is annoying. It's a lot of work, but my goodness, it saves you money. It's really worth doing. 18% of people are not negotiating or switching providers at all. 16 million UK consumers did negotiate, saved themselves that average of £325. It can save you so much money, and just thinking about it as unnecessarily difficult, so don't get stuck in the sludge.
Don't be in that 18%.
Yes.
My goodness.
Yeah, get out of the sludge. Is it right that things seem to be moving in the right direction at the beginning of the year, though?
Yeah, so we've had some really good news regarding this, and I spoke about it on the programme before. We saw some positive steps, which was the end of contract notifications, which is really helpful. They now require contract providers to contact customers. It's a weird time frame, 10 to 40 days before the end of the contract. I have no idea, maybe it's Lent. These notifications must include 3 things. 1, the current payment, so you know what you're doing. 2, the price if no action is taken. And 3, any available better deals. How much easier is that to understand you're paying this, you could pay this, what you're going to pay on your next one? This change was designed to stop customers being automatically rolled on. I used to do this. As a student particularly, I used to be automatically renewed, and it was extraordinary how much money I saved just by phoning them up and saying, is this the best deal? In January 2025, Ofcom actually also helped us by banning those mid-contract price rises, which were always really complicated because they followed inflation plus a weird percentage point of around 3.9%. So now providers have to clearly state, and this is so helpful, how much you're going to pay for the year in pounds and pence. Now you can really sort your budget out because you know how much you're going to pay, and you can compare it if you don't like how much they're offering you. Actually, Anna, who helped me research this item today, she found that so useful. She switched providers because it was in pounds and pence. She went, that's a load of money.
My goodness.
And now she spends it all online shopping. It's terrible. But so these measures improve contract clarity, which is brilliant. However, we really want providers to make it much clearer where the best deals are, not have them hidden away on the... my cards are going everywhere with my enthusiasm. Not have it hidden away in the internet, and you go onto the website and it's like, you could do this. Just say what the best deal is. Have it like a shop window. This is the best deal for you, Sarah Cox, and for you, Gethin Jones.
And, you know, broadband and phone is just a couple of many bills that you have to think about going on.
Yes.
What do people want from regulators then to make things better, to make it fairer?
Yeah. I mean that in the question is the answer. We want it to be better and fairer. Consumer groups are trying to put pressure on regulators and providers to have stricter measures. They want the hidden deal loophole, they're calling it, to disappear, and they want people to automatically not be renewed onto this terrible price, but onto the best price. We're loyal, we're sticking with you, why not reward us? They also want the accessing of information to be far more easy, and one thing they could do is just make the process of renewing much less difficult. So if you're phoning up, you're trying to do the research, you're waiting on hold forever, you're pressing all the options, you're doing all your diligent research, they want it to be so much easier and clearer and more transparent and simpler, like me. But The other thing that customers who don't like phoning people, they find it very difficult to talk on the phone, and you feel you get your words jumbled up. It's like talking on live TV. You completely lose it. You don't have these brilliant cards, and you start looking like this. I don't know. It's not very attractive. But so they want more data published over what consumers should really pay, so that you don't feel overwhelmed by this phone call. The other thing that you could do in the meantime, and we're really useless about talking about money in this country and how much we pay and how much we are paid, but please, why not talk to your friends and family and neighbours about how much they're paying for their contract? If you're in the same area, same broadband supplier, how much are you paying? That's a really good negotiating point for when you want to renew.
What have Ofcom said about all of this? What's the latest from them?
Yes, so we asked Ofcom for a response, and a spokesperson said it made it easier to get a discount and save money, whether that's through your existing provider or moving to a new one. Phone and broadband companies must tell you when your contract is ending and what you could save by signing up to a new deal. Its rules also mean it's never been simpler to switch, and millions of customers have taken advantage of the competitive market we have in the UK.
OK. What can people do today if they want to try and cut costs?
So as it stands, your best route is to negotiate. And I would always say do this from a kind, respectful, polite point of view. Really, it will help you, because people that phone up and do a barrage of complaints and sound really cross and blame it on the poor person at the end of the line whose fault it is not. I'm not sure that was quite grammar. It's actually nice to be nice to them. Nice to be nice. So what I would say is, first of all, do your research. Again, look on the internet, maybe one of those comparison websites. Remember, as we said the other week, the best deal is not always at the top of those research on those comparison websites. So have a look down all the offers, maybe find an average, see what you could be paying. Again, as I said just earlier, maybe talk to your friends and family, see what they're paying, and then build your case. It sounds like we're in a John Grisham novel, perhaps, but no, this is about broadband. It's even more exciting. So note down how long you've been a customer. You've been with them for how many years? You're really loyal. Any problems you experienced in the past because they were rubbish. Next, then, call your provider. Be polite, ask for a discount, refer to the cheaper deals that you've found, explain the current price is not affordable, be persistent, and if they can't help you, maybe move on to the retention team. I love that as a phrase. It's nothing to do with the pelvic floor. It's all to do about keeping you as a customer. They want to keep you. If you threaten to leave, they might offer you a good deal. Remember, you could save £325 a year.